Hey guys, I'm back. We're talking about grace. Man, I love talking about this stuff. It just blows me away, and there's just so much that we can say. We said yesterday, be careful to try and overanalyze it or to try and completely understand it. It's beyond our comprehension that grace could be what it is, especially in light of the fact that God gives it to us as a gift. Don't have to earn it. You don't have to work for it. You receive a gift. Kind of like Christmas. I've never once given a Christmas present to a kid and the kid said, "So Uncle Trevor, how much do I owe you?" Nothing. Or my kid says, "Hey, Dad, I really like the Christmas present. Do I have to wash the car for the next 3 years in order to pay for this gift?" And I'm thinking, yeah, you can wash the car for the next 3 years, but not in payment for the gift. But a gift is something that is to be received, and God gives it so graciously. Only stupid thing about it is our reluctance to receive it, but that's a whole story. We'll talk about it at another time. But I want to talk to you a little bit in the context of grace today, from the point of view of that we tend to think that grace is just a New Testament thing. You see, we put an emphasis on the law in the Old Testament, which indeed it was. Moses got the law, gave it to the people. The people battled to do it. They couldn't fulfill it. And God said, the law is not going to cut it, so I better help you out. And I'm going to give you grace, in a sense that the New Testament was a revelation of the grace that God had already pictured in the Old Testament. So many incredible pictures of grace as we see it in the Old Testament. Genesis is full of them. Here's the ark that Noah built. What a picture of grace. There in the midst of a sinful, messed up, tragic world, God says to Noah, he says, "Noah, I've got something for you and your family that will protect you, preserve you, and provide for you. I want you to build an ark. And in addition to this, that ark is going to save the world. Noah, can you build me this ark?" And the ark is a beautiful picture of God's grace towards mankind. We have the other pictures. We have the pictures of the serpent on the pole, time of Moses, disease, snakes biting people, killing people, people dying. And God says to Moses, "Moses, just take a pole, put a bronze serpent on it as a picture of the serpents that are biting the people. Put it on a pole. And as the people look at that pole, they will be healed, and the effects of being bitten will go away." Moses does it. And the people like us today say, it can't be that easy. It can't be that easy that I could just look at the pole and the whole issue of my serpent having bitten me and me dying in agony. Surely that pole is not going to help. And I wonder, as the people went through the camp of Israel and saying to the people, "Look at the serpent on the pole and you will be healed," how many of them just sarcastically says, it can't be that easy. It can't be that simple that all I have to do is look at the serpent on the pole and I will be healed. But apparently it was. And for us, it's that look of faith upon Jesus, upon another pole, that gives us salvation, that redeems us from sin. If we'll just look at it, if we'll just receive it and understand it and receive the gift of grace that has been pictured thousands of years before Jesus hung himself upon a pole. And then I read in the Old Testament about the cities of refuge. At the time of their moving into the promised land under Joshua, God said, "Hey Joshua, I need 6 cities. I want them to be dotted all over the place." And Joshua would have said, "But God, why do you want 6 cities positioned all over the place?" And God said, "Because there'll be people that are going to need those cities. They're cities of refuge, that if you mess up, you can run to the city. If you kill somebody by accident, you're going to run to the city before the blood avenger gets you and he makes your life miserable. Run to the city. Get to the city of refuge. It's a place of grace. It's a place where you'll be guaranteed a fair trial. It's be a place where you will be protected, until the high priest dies. And by the way, our high priest died once. He'll never die again. So forever, as you run to the gracious city of refuge, as pictured in the book of Joshua, you're going to see how God just says, this is just a picture in the Old Testament of something that is a reality in the new. We run to God for protection, provision, and to be dealt with our issue of sin in fairness, because he offers to us forgiveness. Isn't it amazing? Man, I love this book. The Bible just is so, the Bible explains the Bible. If you want to look at an issue in the Bible, look for the Bible to explain its issue. Don't look to me or to anybody else for that matter, because they're not going to be able to explain it. Let the Bible explain the Bible, and the pictures of grace are absolutely everywhere. The ark that saved the people, the serpent on the pole, the Jesus upon the cross, the city of refuge, are all beautiful facts of the wonder of God's love for you, that He provides grace. And grace for the guilty is like the city of refuge to a man running from the blood avenger. What a great God we have. I'm going to ask you to listen as Lizanne sings for us Amazing Grace. And you can sing along as well. I'm pretty sure you know all the words. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch